Close your eyes. Your eyes can deceive you. We must not trust them. Tell me what comes into your mind.
I see a dying franchise controlled by a group of people who lack the creativity of a single man. A white one at that. How do you like that?
While watching the Acolyte trailer, I'm reminded of what's wrong with Star Wars. It's run by people who have no idea how to do anything other than make inclusive female-focused content to satiate their own egos. And that never translates into success, no matter how you want to see yourself, you talentless hack. The failure of the Marvels and Ant-Man 3 that subsequently led to the sequels being canceled. Good riddance. The Marvels was absolute dog shit and Paul Rudd is overrated. I don't care if you don't like my take.
Oh, just
don't be a dick.
I've seen enough Star Wars and I'm fed the fuck up.
How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises go down in flames?
Feels great.
I hope the MCU dies. Obi-Wan Kenobi did so poorly that Ewan McGregor was forced to beg fans to contact Disney for another season.
Hopefully it's more satisfying as a result. We got more screen, more time to weave a story. Yeah, just hope we can do another one. Can everyone write to Disney? I'll give you some email addresses at the end. I'll just say, Dear Disney, let's have a bit more of Obi-Wan Kenobi, please.
No.
You told them that they weren't welcome and that they weren't fans as you virtue signaled from your car there, buddy.
As the leading actor in the series, as the executive producer on the series, that we stand with Moses. We love Moses. And if you're sending her bullying messages, you're no Star Wars fan in my mind.
Close Twitter for the love of God.
You have no goodwill left with the people that do care about Star Wars. Enjoy the few likes on Twitter you got. Nobody cares. Off with you, my British friend, back over the pond, and do whatever the hell it is you do with your day.
Remember when Hasbro couldn't get enough backers to sell the Regal lightsaber?
Yeah, because the show sucked you, and the lackluster storyline of Rey Skywalker in the Disney sequel series that's now being stretched into another film that no one asked for. She went on USA Today or something where the pundits themselves didn't know what the hell they were promoting.
There's a new film coming out. It's called A New Jedi Order, I believe. What can you tell us about it?
I was thinking about this last night. Something happens with someone.
That's so funny.
I actually haven't read a script yet, but the story I've been told is fantastic, and I'm there. I'm in it.
Daisy, that's a really good answer. Good job.
Star Wars, I guess. Well, thank you, Daisy, for coming in.
There are some of the, I'd say, extreme Star Wars fans who have made this a conversation on the internet about how they don't want a female director. Which seems bizarre because episodes of The Mandalorian were directed by females. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy has been overseeing all of this.
Oh, yes, of course, the woman has to talk about toxic fans. Yes, they're extremist, the fans. If you don't want an activist feminist director that's only made documentaries no one gives a shit about, you're a bad guy. What cavemen they must be.
I can't wait for that movie to bomb.
At this point, it feels like the fans are being punished by Kathleen Kennedy in every way, shape, or form. My God, she truly is the Dark Emperor. Oh, remember Ahsoka? I didn't. Well, anyway, if you didn't see Ahsoka, it was the Star Wars show where anyone could be a Jedi, defeating the purpose of what makes a Jedi special. So a few Nimrods could feel that the show was more inclusive. Even if my feet don't work, I can... Wait, they can't use the Force. Well, you could probably wiggle a lightsaber in a hover chair or something. I don't know. Not to mention the heavy Japanese samurai-influenced vibes that the Ahsoka writers and directors went with. You know, George Lucas was inspired by Kurosawa. He didn't rip him off. Here's a perfect phrase that sums up modern Star Wars. A camel is a horse designed by committee. And boy, oh boy, are we getting some ugly, lazy, fat, stupid, gender-diverse camels, am I right, guys? When the Acolyte trailer was announced at Star Wars Celebration, which it in of itself was run like a wet fart running off the rails of nostalgia that was long since dead, I knew we were in trouble the second Leslie Headland walked her big-ass head down the runway to sit on the center stage. She then compared her walk to RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, I just try to treat everything as if we're on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Ugh, I've got a reveal for you. Your show's gonna bomb. There was also the black actress in all red with her airhead takes on Star Wars.
So I feel like Star Wars is very like patriarchal, so it was kind of cool to have like this sort of woman-centered figure.
I applauded it for being different.
It broke new ground!
Ah, yes, it's patriarchal and woman-centered figure. I guess Rey Skywalker never happened. Ahsoka was a fever dream and Kathleen Kennedy's a man. If only it might actually be good.
Stop him! I mean, I know they're pulling a lot from the Star Wars universe to make these things, but they do a good job at it.
Yes, they do.
They do a really
They're well
good.
produced.
There is a lot of content.
It's so
They're finding
much.
storylines and plucking and like Mando and.
But they're good.
The red carpet for the Acolyte was another delicious taste of sad levels of stupidity hanging off the nutsack of nostalgia. Leslie Headland told us about her big ideas she gave to Kathy.
Frozen meets Kill Bill. I'm curious what that means. Can we elaborate?
Frozen meets Kill Bill. Two films on the polar opposites of the film spectrum.
You know, I would love to have somebody, you know, a character that normally would be the, quote, bad guy, you know, be the protagonist.
This is female dating profile mentality.
What do you mean by that, Gundam?
Female dating profile mentality is when a woman wants one thing and then acts for the polar opposite. So it's like when a chick says, I want a man that's successful and goal-oriented, but he's not a workaholic and obsessed with his job. Sorry, honey, that's not how it works. That's like saying I want someone who does drugs, but they're not an addict. The reinvention of the villain as the hero. Oh boy, thanks, Leslie. Disney hasn't done that a billion times before. And I guess the villain is probably a woman, right? Well, I guess if you hung out with Harvey Weinstein in the Hollywood Hills long enough, he would give off pro-tag energy from a shonen manga. Am I right?
세트장을 가는 그 순간까지도
That guy's speaking Korean! We're so diverse now in America, we need subtitles for an American movie premiere. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. The trailer itself is your usual Disney fare. CGI backgrounds, it's all blue screen, there's very little practical effects. We have uninspired costume designs that lifted ideas from an episode of History Channel or the National Geographic. Nothing feels like a galaxy far, far away. It feels like something you'd see if you went to Africa for some sort of family outing to get culture, and then you go bother some African tribes people and pretend that you're expanding your horizons when you're just some white jackass wasting their time and asking stupid questions. If you need any more proof that this show is creatively bankrupt, check out The Black Jedi with his standard character lead dreads that are off to the side. Haven't seen that countless times, am I right?
What's the name of this haircut?
It's called The Consultant, my dude. This show is already girl bossing too close to the sun. And it's power sliding its way into a one-and-done show, which is standard fare for Disney plus Star Wars shows. Of course, Star Wars Twitter did its usual song and dance of pretending to hype up this show.
The force is strong with this one. The Acolyte. Hashtag, as the trailer breaks Lucasfilm's records.
Yes, broke the record for the most disliked on a Star Wars property. So I guess technically it's not a lie. This may be the most hated thing they've ever done. Oh, pop culture crave, you gonna help me out here?
The Acolyte trailer has now more dislikes than YouTube.
Tomorrow they're gonna tell you that water's wet. The master of TDS points out that yet again Disney is using bots to fake hype for the dumpster fire show, and it's sad.
Proving once again that I have something here with these blue check marks Twitter bots promoting Disney's movies and shows. I've discovered their latest efforts, a combination of blue check marks and non-blue check mark bot accounts, promoting the latest offering in Disney Star Wars, The Acolyte. on a post with just 21 likes and 10k views. Someone called the Trade Federation and tell them we found the droid army.
Let's see what some of these have to say. I'm not going into it far. You hear me, Stu? I'm not reading these all verbatim. I don't give a rat's it. Excitement soars as the trailer for Star Wars Acolyte sends fans into a frenzy. Dive into this article for a sneak peek into the mysterious and thrilling new chapter of the Star Wars saga. May the Force be with you. May the Force be with us all.
Fans are ecstatic over the new Star Wars trailer, eagerly anticipating the mysteries of the thrilling adventure ahead. Fans are thrilled and buzzed with excitement over the new Star Wars trailer. I can't wait.
Who pays for these bots? They're so...
I'm gonna get cancer from YouTube, and I'm gonna sue the f*** out of Susan Wojcicki.
Fans are abuzz with excitement over the new Star Wars trailer. Fans are thrilled and eagerly awaiting the new chapters.
Bro, what? These are literally like copy pastas.
Fans are thrilled, buzzed with excitement as they get a sneak peek.
Wow, dude. Oh my God. What did they do? Get a bot programmer from Fiverr? Really? Disney? This is the best you got? Hire me. I'll come up with fake slogans. You know, I would be like realistic with it. The trailer looks kind of mid, but I've got nothing better to do on Saturday. That's what you need to write to seem remotely convincing, you... Ugh. Before I start cursing my ass off. The magic and luster of Star Wars is dead. I know, I'm preaching to the choir here. But there's nothing left. Nothing fun, nothing genuine, and nothing is real. It's all been sucked bone dry and marketed far past the expiration date. The reason why Dragon Ball Z crossed so many racial barriers more than any American franchise or property now in this day and age is simple. It was created by one guy who is passionate about the characters in the world he built. He never gave up control of his creations or sold them to the white slavers. I'm 100% sure Bob Iger went to Japan and he was like, Akira-san, I'm here for Goku. And he was like, Omae wo mo shinderu. And then they were like, that doesn't sound good, Bob. You'll change your mind. And then they poisoned him. All right, that's just my gamer theory. The people who own Star Wars now are passionate about trying to turn a profit while handing over control to activist writers who want to influence the next generation into their way of thinking. Not writing good stories, but trying to come up with really shitty real-world allegories. Why enjoy anything? Your entertainment should be as bleak as your life. Vote blue no matter who! It isn't about good or evil. It's about power and who gets to use it. Like every good villain, they will tell you what their plans are because they believe you can do nothing about it. As it stands, the Acolyte now has well over 50,000 dislikes with no end in sight. Suck it, Kennedy.
Yeah, exactly.